Of Southwest Florida homeowners suing their insurance companies for sure after Ian to get a fair check to fix their homes. But what about the insurance company suing them?
Yeah, that's what People's Trust is doing to dozens of its own policyholders. The company claims they all violated their policies by repairing their Ian-damaged homes, not using the insurance company's contractor.
So that's the situation. The insurance company is suing some of their policyholders here in Florida because the policyholders went out and had the repairs made by their own contractors that they found instead of using the insurance company's preferred contractors. How long do you think a house can sit up or a house can go without having proper repair, especially from hurricane damage here in Florida? Not long. And I know so many people that were in this exact situation numerous times, from Hurricane Ivan and Hurricane Dennis back, many years ago.
For more than a year, Mary Stewart and her family have been forced to live in their Ian-damaged Port Charlotte home.
I can't even imagine having to wait a full year knowing that every day those repairs aren't made, your house is going to get worse and worse, especially here in the state of Florida.
Our ceilings are coming down in almost every room of the house. Yeah, this is the first.
Every day, she sifts through this stack of papers. It's a lawsuit with nearly 200 pages of exhibits filed against her by her insurance company, People's Trust.
It's just more than what people should have to put up with when they're paying insurance to stop from having to do this stuff.
She found People's Trust difficult to deal with from the moment she filed her insurance claim. Stewart says the People's Trust field adjuster who documented her home's damage listed a lot of things incorrectly.
And I would call up and I said, hey, you've got some errors here. I'm a pretty honest person. And they didn't even want to talk to me.
After about 3.5 months, Stewart couldn't take it anymore. She pulled up all the flooring ruined by water and hired someone else to install tile.
Here it is a year later. My porch is still gone. That was my sanctuary. I don't have my sanctuary anymore.
Stewart doesn't know how People's Trust learned she started making repairs on her home, but she was served with the lawsuit 9 days before Hurricane Ian's 1-year mark.
They came to my front door. They gave the paperwork to my 17-year-old grandson.
Okay, that is a really good question. How could the insurance company know that the homeowner is making repairs to the property or made repairs? I'm thinking possibly by permits. If you have any answers or know the correct answer, please leave it below in the comments. I'd love to hear what everybody has to say or what you think about that.
I mean, this is our largest investment in our lives is your home, usually. And I'm supposed to just let it turn into a pile of junk because they're dragging their feet.
Chester Punicky in Punta Gorda is going through the same thing. Ian destroyed his pool cage, ruined his roof, and knocked doors off their sliders.
They agreed with everything. The only thing that we didn't agree on is how much it's worth. I'm saying it was worth somewhere between $160,000 and $175,000. They made an offer of 60-something, and they made us a second offer of $90,000. It's not enough.
In February, he started working on his house, and People's Trust sued him in July, even though one of the company's desk adjusters sent him this email saying he did not have to use People's Trust's preferred contractor to fix his home if he takes the settlement offer.
You do not have to use People's Trust Insurance's RRT to make repairs to your home if you accept a claim settlement offer. I'm assuming he didn't accept the offer.
After they sued us, they came up with a third settlement of $75,000. So they went down. They went from 66 to 91 down to 75, thinking that, well, we sued them, now they're afraid they'll just accept it.
But he hasn't. And Punicky and Stewart are not the only homeowners People's Trust is taking to court. The company's chief operating officer told me they sued about 100 policyholders. I counted more than 50 lawsuits filed after Ian in Charlotte County alone. It boils down to this part of customers' policies: the preferred contractor endorsement and right to repair clauses.
So we need to go over really quick this right to repair clause, because this is probably one of the most important aspects of the entire video. And it states, our right to repair or replace, and our decision to do so, is a material part of this contract and under no circumstances relieves you or us of our mutual duties and obligations under this contract. Our acceptance of your estimated scope of repair shall be binding upon the parties for purposes of restoring the insured dwelling. So I found this article going back to 2018, an insurance company's right to repair. People's Trust Insurance has filed dozens of lawsuits against customers it claims have failed to comply with homeowners insurance policy requirements. Most of those lawsuits accuse policyholders of refusing to allow the insurer's preferred contractors to repair the claimed damages. Most homeowners insurance policies include a provision giving the insurer the right to repair or the option to repair or something else using similar language, such as managed repair. Such managed repair clauses give insurance companies control over who performs repairs covered under their insurance policy. In other words, instead of writing a check to the homeowner or allowing him to choose his own contractor, the insurer chooses the contractor, which also means that the homeowners cannot perform repairs themselves. Now, right to repair provisions are legal under Florida law. In fact, the Homeowner Claims Bill of Rights specifically states that it does not prohibit an insurer from exercising its right to repair damaged property in compliance with the terms of an applicable policy. Insurance companies claim that the right to repair clause curbs contractor abuses, while critics and attorneys say it enables insurers to perform repairs more cheaply and results in substandard repair work. Exactly. Regarding People's Trust, the company they use for repairs is called the Rapid Response Team, which is an affiliated company of People's Trust. The company shares 2 corporate offices according to records on file with the state divisions of corporation. This certainly brings into question their objectiveness and the quality of their work product, both of which are not in the best interest of the consumer. It goes on to say, additionally, People's Trust business model requires that customers pay their deductibles before repairs may commence, and People's Trust even created a finance company to enable policyholders to finance with interest that deductible over time. Having to pay a deductible before the work gets started does not work when the consumer is short on cash. Most other insurance companies, when their claims are filed against them, pay out the claim for the losses minus the deductible. Exactly. That's exactly how mine was done. Then consumer having the money can then hire their own contractors and make the repairs in stages if they are short on cash and have to deal with the deductible. In the People's Trust lawsuits, the insurer claims that consumers knew they were giving the company the right to repair damages using the preferred contractor. Policyholders, the lawsuits claim, were in turn provided with adequate monetary consideration by way of a premium discount.
The state's insurance consumer advocate Tasha Carter broke down what those are.
Your insurance company may have the legal right to repair your property damage. And so instead of paying you as the policyholder a claim settlement for you to then make the repairs to your property, the insurance company will hire contractors to repair your property.
Homeowners typically get a premium discount if these provisions are in their policies.
If you ask somebody if they would take a $67 discount in lieu of getting their house fixed timely, nobody would in their right mind would take that.
Now Punicky and Stewart are in for lengthy court battles.
We buy insurance to protect us from the financial injuries of having damage to our home. These people are not doing that. I don't understand why they're even allowed to carry insurance in the state of Florida if they're not going to make sure your home gets fixed.
Okay, so, what do you do? Honestly, if it's my house, I'd rather go through the lawsuit than I would allow the house to get any worse condition than it already is. Now, depending, are the repairs superficial? Are they just cosmetic? Or are the repairs, more critical, like there's leaks or there's openings in the property or there's holes or something more major? If that's the case, the stuff needs to be fixed. I don't care. There's just no way properties can sit up here in Florida, especially throughout the summer with moisture and being wet without having big time problems. All right, that'll do it for this video. I appreciate it. As always, if you haven't, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll be glad to answer. As always, thanks and have a great day.